Hey, how you going? Matt Frad here. Hey, we're doing these videos weekly now, so if you'd like to subscribe, you should do that. It was like the most soft sell, you should subscribe if you want thing ever. But, if you got nothing else to do, you may as well. That's all I'm saying. Today I want to talk about a philosophical, psychological notion that began to be discussed by existentialist philosophers in the 19th century. I believe Kierkegaard introduced the term, and then Nietzsche developed it. It's the term ressentiment, which is the French translation of resentment. But when they used this word ressentiment in the French, they meant it to describe a particular phenomena, and that is the idea that if I find myself impotent to attain a particular good, that I end up demonizing the good and sort of exalting my inferiority. Now, Nietzsche would say this about Christians, right? He would call it slave morality. So, I'd like to be strong. I'd like to be capable. I'd like to go out there and take life by the horns and, all that. But I'm weak, so I'm going to make a virtue out of humility and submissiveness and stuff like that. So while I don't agree with what Nietzsche had to say about Christianity, I still think ressentiment is a really insightful notion, and it's probably why you hate CrossFit photos. Now, it's true, maybe, that people go a little overboard with their CrossFit photos and showing you how fantastic their bodies are. And yeah, maybe people are doing that out of a sense of pride. But I want you and me to consider for just one moment that they're not the ones with the issue, that you are the one with the issue, right? What do I mean? Well, again, these people are doing great. They're healthy. They're exercising. They look great. Look at you. You're probably fatter than most of your friends. You can't seem to eat healthy. You try and then you fail. You work out for some of January, a little bit into February, and then you're done. You binge on Netflix. You're a frigging mess. Now, even if that's a little over the top for you, I'm talking to a wide audience. I don't know what your situation is. Part of that might be true. Why can't it just be your fault? Why can't you just be messed up? And why can't we look at the successes of other people and just say, wow, that's really cool. I wish I could do that. Judging is a really interesting thing, I think. When we judge another person, it seems that a lot of the time what we're doing is we're kind of trying to bring them down lower so that we can feel better, which is just a strange thing to do. I remember I was at a pool in Florida, off the beach, and while I was there with my kids, there was this beautiful woman and this really handsome man, they were both terrific in shape, and there was a part of me that was sort of thinking oh, come on. Don't you know that this is the place where average looking people come just to be with their families and just to have a beer? We don't need you in all of your splendor making me realize how flabby my guts is and how very white I am, But again, very often I think what we do is we look at them and say, how sad, that they're really into themselves, and it's they must spend so much time working out. How could you even be a really good parent if you were spending that much time working out and obsessing over what you're eating? Shut up! You, shut up. You're the one with the problem. Again, I just want you to consider this for a moment. And it's not just working out, it's not just exercise, it's all sorts of things, all right? So, maybe you're a homeschooling mum, and, you look at another family whose kids go to school, and their life is really in order. You go to their home, and it's kind of clean, and your house is a complete pigsty. It's tempting to be well, I am giving my kids what they want, and at the end of the day, this is what's... Yeah, okay, great, shush. Maybe that's true. But maybe it's really cool that this woman knows how to clean her house better than you do, and you're just not good at it. Why can't that be okay? Why can't it be okay that you're not good at stuff? You meet somebody, they make more money than you, and you start saying things, about them. Shut up! Why can't it be okay that this person is more driven, more talented, more successful than you are? And so, of course, they deserve to make more money than you. Look at you. Of course you don't need to make that much money. What have you got to give to people that they should give you that much money? And so on, and so on, and so on. Look, I'm directing these accusations against me as much as I'm directing them against you. I'm just saying that in this day and age, it's really easy to look on Instagram and to start to think negatively about other people and to judge them so that we can feel more superior, when instead, I think we should look at the successes that people are having, ones that we've tried to, things that we've tried to succeed at and have failed at, and just be like, that's really great. I'm not good at that. And that's it. That's it. What do you think? Tell me, again, this is a really honest question. Most of you won't want to discuss this. Most of you would rather talk about how other people fall into resentiment, not how you fall into resentiment. So maybe try to be a little humble and be a little bold and just be kind of honest in the comment section about some things that you struggle with that you need to get over. That things that's like other people are succeeding at that you've tried and that you've just sucked at, and that it's not their fault that you're not good at it, and maybe you should just try better. What do you think? Leave a comment below, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Frab.